Communication networking. Communication networking involves the exchange of information and data between different devices or systems via the Internet. It allows computers, smartphones, tablets, and other devices to connect and communicate with each other, enabling the sharing of information, resources, and services. Networks can be small, connecting just a few devices, or large, connecting millions of devices worldwide. Let us first know about the Internet. Internet. The Internet is a vast global network of interconnected networks. It allows devices from all over the world to communicate with each other, share information, and access various services. The Internet is based on the TCP or IP protocol suite, which provides a foundation for addressing, routing, and transmitting data packets across networks. To connect to the Internet, devices typically use Internet service providers that provide a connection via technologies such as DSL, cable, fiber optics, or wireless networks. Once connected, devices can access websites, send emails, engage in video calls, and perform various online activities. The Internet enables the exchange of information through various services such as web browsing, email, instant messaging, file sharing, and online gaming. It has revolutionized communication, information access, and global connectivity, becoming an essential part of our daily lives. Let us understand the types of networks used to access the Internet. Types of networks. There are several types of networks, each designed for specific purposes and serving different scales of connectivity. Let's explore some of the common types of networks in detail. Local Area Network, LAN. A local area network is a network that spans a relatively small area, such as a home, office, building, or school campus. LANs connect devices in close proximity to each other, typically within a few hundred meters. They are often used for sharing resources like printers, files, and Internet access within a localized environment. LANs can use wired connections, such as Ethernet cables or wireless connections like Wi-Fi. They are characterized by high data transfer speeds, low latency, and private ownership and administration. Wide Area Network, WAN. A wide area network covers a large geographical area connecting LANs and other networks over long distances. WANs can span cities, countries, or even continents, providing connectivity between remote locations. WANs rely on telecommunications infrastructure and technologies like leased lines, satellite links, and fiber optics to transmit data over long distances. The Internet itself is a prime example of a worldwide WAN. WANs offer slower data transfer rates compared to LANs due to the longer distances involved. They are designed to interconnect different networks and facilitate communication between geographically dispersed locations. Metropolitan Area Network, MAN. A metropolitan area network is a network that covers a larger geographic area than a LAN but smaller than a WAN. It typically serves a city or metropolitan area, connecting various LANs, organizations, or institutions within the same locality. MANs are often implemented by telecommunications companies to provide high-speed data connectivity to businesses, universities, and government entities within a specific region. They offer faster data transfer rates than WANs, making them suitable for bandwidth-intensive applications. Campus Area Network, CAN. A campus area network is a network that connects multiple buildings within a university campus, corporate campus, or similar environment. CANs are designed to provide seamless connectivity and resource sharing among different departments or entities in a localized area. CANs typically use high-speed Ethernet connections, fiber optics, or wireless technology like Wi-Fi to connect the buildings within the campus. They enable collaboration, centralized services, and efficient communication across the campus. Wireless networks. Wireless networks use wireless communication technologies such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or cellular networks to connect devices without the need for physical cables. They provide flexibility and mobility, allowing devices to connect and communicate wirelessly within a specific range. Wi-Fi networks are commonly used in homes, offices, public spaces, and educational institutions, providing wireless internet access to devices within the coverage area. Cellular networks such as 3G, 4G, and 5G enable mobile devices to connect to the internet and communicate over cellular towers. Personal Area Network (PAN). A personal area network is a network that connects devices in close proximity to an individual, typically within a range of a few meters. PANs are used for connecting personal devices like smartphones, tablets, laptops, and wearable devices. Bluetooth technology is commonly used for PANs, allowing devices to communicate and sharing data wirelessly. PANs enable activities like file sharing, device synchronization, and wireless peripheral connectivity. These are some of the primary types of networks, each serving different scales and purposes. It's worth noting that hybrid network configurations combining multiple network types are also common to cater to specific requirements and provide optimal connectivity for various scenarios. Let us now understand the various protocols of the Internet. Protocols. Internet protocols are sets of rules and standards that govern how data is transmitted, received, and interpreted over the Internet. They define the formats, procedures, and conventions for communication between devices and networks. Here are some important Internet protocols. Internet Protocols (IP). IP is a fundamental protocol that provides the addressing and routing mechanisms for data packets in a network. It assigns unique IP addresses to devices and ensures that data packets are correctly addressed and routed to their intended destinations. Transmission Control Protocol (TCP). TCP is a reliable transport protocol that works in conjunction with IP. It breaks down data into smaller units called packets and adds additional information to ensure their reliable delivery. TCP provides mechanisms for error detection, packet sequencing, flow control, and congestion control. User Datagram Protocol (UDP). UDP is another transport protocol that operates at a lower level than TCP. It is a simpler, connectionless protocol that does not guarantee reliable delivery of data packets. UDP is often used for time-sensitive applications like real-time streaming, voice-over IP, VoIP, and online gaming. Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP). HTTP is the protocol used for transferring hypertext and other resources on the World Wide Web. It defines how web browsers communicate with web servers to request and retrieve web pages, images, videos, and other content. HTTP is based on a client-server model where the browser acts as the client and the web server responds to requests. File Transfer Protocol (FTP). FTP is a protocol used for transferring files between a client and a server over a network. It provides a set of commands for authentication, file operations, uploading, downloading, renaming, deleting, and directory navigation. FTP is commonly used for website maintenance and file sharing. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol (SMTP). SMTP is an email protocol used for sending and forwarding emails between mail servers. It defines how email messages are formatted, addressed, and transferred across the networks. SMTP is responsible for the reliable delivery of email from the sender to the recipient's mail server. Post Office Protocol (POP) and Internet Message Access Protocol (IMAP). POP and IMAP are protocols used by email clients such as Outlook or Thunderbird to retrieve email messages from a mail server. POP allows users to download messages to their devices, while IMAP enables users to access and manage their email directly on the server. Domain Name System (DNS). DNS is not just a single protocol, but an entire system that translates human-readable domain names like www.example.com into IP addresses that computers use to communicate. It allows users to access websites using familiar domain names instead of remembering numerical IP addresses. These are just a few examples of Internet protocols. Many other protocols exist for specific purposes such as secure data transmission, HTTPS, secure email communication, SMTPS, secure file transfer, SFTP, and voice and video communication, VoIP and RTP. Each protocol plays a crucial role in enabling efficient and secure communication across the Internet. In summary, communication networking involves the use of network devices like routers, switches, and modems to connect devices and facilitate the exchange of information. Different types of networks, including LANs, WANs, and wireless networks, enable communication over various distances and environments. Protocols such as IP, TCP, and HTTP ensure the proper transmission, routing, and retrieval of data packets. The Internet, as a global network of networks, connects devices worldwide, allowing for seamless communication, information sharing, and access to services. Network devices. Let us understand what is needed to connect to the Internet. Internet Service Provider, ISP. An ISP is a company or organization that provides Internet connectivity to user. You need to subscribe to an Internet service plan with an ISP to access the Internet. ISPs offer various types of connections such as DSL, cable, fiber optics, or wireless depending on availability in your area. Modem. A modem is a device that allows your computer or network to connect to the Internet through your ISP. It translates the digital signals from your computer into a form that can be transmitted over the connection provided by your ISP. Modems can be standalone devices or integrated into routers. Router. A router is a device that enables multiple devices within local area network LAN to share a single Internet connection. It creates a local network and manages the flow of data between devices within the network and the Internet. Routers can provide wired connections through Ethernet cables and wireless connections through Wi-Fi. Network interface. To connect your devices to the Internet, you need a network interface on each device.
This can be in the form of a network card built into your computer or a wireless network adapter for wireless connection. Mobile devices like smartphones and tablets have built-in network interfaces for connecting to cellular networks or Wi-Fi.
Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi. For wired connections, you need an Ethernet cable to connect your device to the modem or router. Wi-Fi provides wireless connectivity, allowing devices to connect to the Internet without the need for physical cables. To use Wi-Fi, your device should have Wi-Fi capabilities and you will need to enter the network's password if it is secured. Internet-enabled device. Finally, you need an Internet-enabled device such as a computer, laptop, smartphone, or tablet to access the Internet. These devices should have a web browser or apps that allow you to browse websites, use online services, and communicate over the Internet. Once you have these components in place, you can set up your Internet connection by following the instructions provided by your ISP and configuring your devices to connect to the Internet. This will enable you to access the Internet and enjoy the various online services and activities available. In summary, ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. Information assumes a digital form when it is saved and recorded on electronic devices. Informatics is the science that deals with the development, implementation, assessment, use, and maintenance of information processing systems, including their organizational and human components, as well as their implications for business, government, and politics. ICT is present in our everyday activities like communication, internet browsing, online shopping, social media, entertainment, digital content creation, online learning and education, health and fitness, travel and navigation, and as an aid in personal productivity and organization. ICT has transformed personal life and revolutionized workplaces, enhancing communication, information access, productivity, and efficiency. ICT, Information and Communication Technology, encompasses a wide range of tools and devices that facilitate communication, access to information, and digital interactions, that is, mobile phones, tablets, computers, internet, email, radio, television, social media, instant messaging apps, video conferencing, etc. A computer system refers to a combination of hardware and software components that work together to perform tasks and process information. It consists of several key elements, including hardware, software, data, networks, operating system, user interface. The CPU, or Central Processing Unit, is like the brain of a computer. It has three main parts: control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, and registers. Memory in a computer refers to the storage space used to store data and instructions that the computer needs to access quickly. There are different types of memory in a computer system: RAM, ROM, cache, and virtual. RAM acts as the primary memory where data and instructions are temporarily stored during program execution. It is a volatile memory. If you turn off your computer, all the data stored in RAM is lost. ROM is a non-volatile memory, meaning it retains its contents even when power is turned off. The motherboard is a vital component in a computer system that serves as a central hub connecting various hardware components. It provides the necessary electrical connections and interfaces for these components to communicate with each other. Storage devices are used to save and retrieve digital data on a computer. They differ in their capacity to store data, that is, their storage capacity, that is, HDD, SSD, USB flash drive, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, memory card, NAS. Bits and bytes are the units of storage for data. The smallest storage unit is a bit, which is a binary digit that can either be 0 or 1. A byte represents a character and consists of 8 bits, letters, numbers, and symbols. A computer system has various ports and connections that allow for communication and interaction with different devices. A computer system has various ports and connections that allow for communication and interaction with different devices, that is, USB, HDMI, DisplayPort, Ethernet port, audio ports, etc. The operating system is the most important software on a computer or mobile device. This is the software that starts working as soon as we switch on a computer, that is, Ubuntu, Microsoft Windows, and Mac OS. Mobile devices also have an operating system that helps them perform their functions, that is, Apple iOS and Google Android. When a computer starts, several essential functions are performed to ensure the proper initialization and operation of the system, like BOST, BIOS or UEFI initialization, boot sequence, operating system loading, GUI initialization, background processes before user interaction. Peripheral devices are external hardware components that connect to a computer to expand its functionality or provide input-output capabilities, that is, keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, scanner, speakers, webcam, etc. A keyboard is a primary input device used to enter text, numbers, and commands into a computer or other electronic devices. It is a hardware device that consists of a set of keys arranged in a specific layout. A mouse is a pointing device that allows users to interact with a graphical user interface (GUI). It is a small handheld device that typically consists of buttons and a scroll wheel. A webcam is a small video camera used for various functions such as video calling, live streaming, video chatting, online teaching, and surveillance. A scanner is a device used to convert physical documents or images into digital format. A printer is a peripheral device that produces hard copies of digital documents or images on paper or other printable media. Primary operations of a computer are input, processing, storage, output, and control. The Internet is a vast global network of interconnected networks. It allows devices from all over the world to communicate with each other, share information, and access various services. There are several types of networks, each designed for specific purposes and serving different scales of connectivity, that is, LAN, WAN, MAN, CAN, wireless networks, PAN, etc. Internet protocols are sets of rules and standards that govern how data is transmitted, received, and interpreted over the Internet. They define the formats, procedures, and conventions for communication between devices and networks. An ISP, modem, router, network interface, Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi, and Internet-enabled device are required to connect to the Internet.